Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the month of March or whenever this video might find you. I don't believe in coincidences, so I trust that you'll receive this message exactly when you're meant to. And I know that these readings are getting out a little bit late this month. I don't know. We could blame it on Mercury retrograde. We could blame it on this crazy eclipse season, eclipse energy. It doesn't matter. You're getting this message exactly when you're meant to. Sagittarius, if you're new here, hello, welcome in. I'm Jenny. I am a shamanic healer. I'm a retreat host. I host retreats here on my land in beautiful British Columbia. I am a women's coach and a brand new homesteader as well. I like to do these videos here at least once a month to give you some messages that will help bring clarity into your life. I'm looking for the primary energy for the Sagittarius collective in the month ahead, please. What is the primary energy for Sagittarius? I'm getting two for you. I'm getting soulmate and authentic self-expression. So the soulmate card, this could be romantic for some of you. You'll have to take it as it resonates with you. It is a general reading, so do take the messages that resonate best with you and leave the ones that don't for someone else. I always encourage you to check out the other major placements in your chart as well. You might want to check out your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising, your Venus, or anywhere else, and together they will have messages for you. And again, the soulmate card, this could be relationships for some of you in terms of romance, but it also could be friendships, business partnerships. Maybe you're meeting someone synchronistically in this month that you're meant to meet that is going to help you on your path, on your purpose, a coach, a mentor, a guide, a healer, an intuitive. You'll have to take that one. It'll be individual for each of you. And then you're also getting authentic self-expression. I mean, authenticity is key for all of us, right? But what this is really saying is in the month ahead, Sagittarius, you want to make sure that you are standing in your light and speaking your truth from the heart, okay? Not showing up how you think other people want you to or how other people expect you to show up. You know, we all have expectations in our lives. Our parents expect us to show up a certain way. Our partners expect us to show up a certain way. Our children, our siblings, our boss, our neighbor, our clients, everyone expects us to show up in these specific ways. But this is saying, listen to you, listen to your heart, show up authentically as you want to. And you'll know the difference because we can all figure out what a yes feels like in our body and what a no feels like in our body. Like sometimes when I'm seeing 333 on the laptop right now as well. That could be very significant for some of you. Let me know in the comments if you're also seeing 333. I feel like some of you will. The 333 is all about balance, balancing your mindset, balancing your body, balancing your spirituality, your soul. And that could be a very big theme for you in this month as well. How do we achieve balance? It feels sometimes impossible. Most of us typically focus on one area or the other. For myself, for example, I was a fat loss coach. I focused on my body first. I always considered myself spiritual, but I didn't start the shamanic path until I felt like I had my body under control. I was going to therapy, working on my mindset, but I really struggled to get all three until I leaned into my spiritual journey. Because yes, we have a body and yes, we have a mind, but we are a soul. So I really feel for a lot of you, reconnecting with your soul is going to help you achieve balance in the month ahead. And it's also going to help you show up authentically. And that's going to really, really help with everything that you're coming up against this month. This is a really big month. Astrologers have been talking about how there are major aspects in the sky every single day in March. Sometimes multiple aspects in the sky. If you're an astrologer, you can drop some of those below. We know about the eclipse that I just talked about. We've got a new moon coming up on the 18th. And then we've got spring equinox. You guys, it's nature's new year. Yay, finally. Everyone talks about New Year being January the 1st. Not a chance. Not a chance. We are all connected to Pachamama, Mother Earth, and her new year is during the spring equinox. So now is the time for you to be sowing those seeds of intention. What is it that you're calling into your life? Not only for this next year ahead, Sagittarius, but for the next 9-year cycle. This is a big deal. What are you doing right now? Some of you, I feel, are sowing some really big seeds of intention. You might be starting a family, a business. You might be starting a new relationship. You might be starting a new part of your path, a new part of your journey, a deeper layer of your healing journey for some. I like to look at what is the biggest potential challenge for you in the month ahead, because information is power. And if we know what energies we're working with, then we can work with those energies. We can transmute those energies. Spirit, let's see, what is the biggest potential challenge for the Sagittarius collective in the month ahead, please? You're getting two again. Okay, so you're getting mentor. This showing up in a challenge position is telling me that you may be reluctant to seek outside help, but that there is somebody somebody of high integrity, somebody who has walked the path that you are now trying to walk, who can definitely help you on your journey, but there's some reluctance here. And hey, maybe that's me. You know, I am an online coach and a spiritual healer. So if you're feeling called to my energy, check out the offerings below. But if you're not called to my energy, then it wasn't meant to be, and that's totally fine. You're also getting creative projects showing up as a challenge for you. So it feels to me like you could be feeling a little creatively blocked, and that's why you got 333 earlier. And if you notice, this is also a master number 22, and twos tell us that you are in the exact right place at the exact right time. Okay. I feel like there's an energy of doubt, fear, insecurity, worry, and Spirit is wanting you to know that your worry, yes, it's very human of you, and that's always going to be there. But we can work with it. We can transmute that worry. We can give our worry to the earth, Mother Earth, like any great mother. She wants to take all of our pain, all of our suffering, all of our worry, fear, doubt, anxiety, stress, overwhelm, like any great mother would, right? So getting outside in this month can be really helpful. Let's see what else Spirit wants to share with you in terms of how can you move through these potential challenges with ease and grace in the month ahead, please. What will help the Sagittarius collective move through any challenges they experience in the month ahead? You're getting Seeker of Truth. That card goes hand in hand with authentic self-expression. You can feel the hidden truth. You know what's going to work out. You know what's not going to work out. And you're being called to have faith in what you know. You might not be able to put words to it. You might not be able to prove it, but you have this strong inner knowing, and that is your intuition. Okay. We all have an intuition, Sagittarius. Our intuition is just like any other muscle. The more that we practice it, the more that we exercise it, the stronger it's going to get. So when you get those intuitive feelings, those strong inner knowings, taking action on them. So if you find yourself in worry or doubt, but you know it's going to work out, then you've got to pattern interrupt. You've got to take action based on that intuitive knowing. And taking action might mean that, you know, you go into a workout to move energy, or you go and you chop wood to carry energy or to move that energy, or you write out all of your fears and you burn them in a fire, and the fire transmutes energy. There's lots of different things that you can do, but you can feel the hidden truth. You know that this is going to work out, or you know that that relationship's not for you, or you know that that business partnership isn't for you, whatever the case may be. Of course, it'll be different for each and every one of you, Sagittarius, but this is saying, how do you move through any challenges in this month ahead is to trust your inner knowing, not your fear, not your doubt, not your insecurity, not your ego, but trust that strong inner knowing. You can feel the truth. You can feel the hidden truth behind all of your circumstances. Now, let me know in the comments if this is resonating with you so far. And if you are resonating with this video, please do like it. So you guys know how the algorithm works. The more people who like these videos, the more people who will see them. The more people who see them, the more likely I am to show up for more videos. Like I said, I've got a lot of pots on the plate right now. There's a lot of things going on. We have a spring equinox shamanic healing retreat here in the Okanagan coming up on March 20th to the 22nd. And another event this weekend at the time of filming in the North Okanagan, and lots going on in the membership community. And I do like to show up for these videos. It can be a little bit challenging sometimes. So I really get inspired when I see your comments, your likes, your views, your shares, your hypes. And if you are new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. It's a great way to support the channel for free. And if you're feeling called to my energy and more ways to support, you can check out the other offerings below. Now, I'm going to pull just a couple more cards for you here. And before we jump into the extended reading, in the extended, I will dive a little deeper and clarify each and every one of these cards. And when you join the Sacred Self-Empowered Community membership, you get access to 2 Zoom meetings a month, once for a group shamanic healing, once for a group reading. It's a great chance to get some one-on-one time together. And you will gain access to all of the extended readings. So you can watch the extended readings for every single aspect of your chart if you'd like. What will help the Sagittarius collective to align with their highest timeline in the month ahead, please? What will help Sagittarius align with their highest timeline? Okay, you're getting restlessness. You've got to get out of your head. Get out of your head and into your heart. This card has been coming up for quite a few of the signs, okay? So there's this big energy of really ruminating, and rumination can really hold us back. It's like when we make a mountain out of a molehill. We're worried about something and it literally robs us of hours of our time, or in some cases days or even weeks of our time, because we're just constantly going over it in our head, looking at it from every single angle. And I'm telling you, whatever this issue is, the easiest way for you to align with your highest timeline is to get out of your own head. You got the Seeker of Truth card as how to move through any potential challenges. Your strong inner knowing, your inner compass is leading the way. Okay. You don't need to think more about it. When I see the restlessness card, it literally says, find a way to calm the waters of your mind. And I take that quite literally. So when this card comes up in readings, I always suggest that you go in the water, near the water, and consume water. So if you've got a lake, a river, an ocean, a creek, if you come to the Sacred Self-Empowered Retreat at the end of the month, wander the path of the wisdom wheel during spring equinox. I do have a pond on my land. You are more than welcome to go and sit by the pond. It's extremely calming. Water governs our emotions. We are primarily made up of water, and so is Pachamama. So go to the water if you have an opportunity. Get in the water. If you're somebody who likes to do cold plunging, I highly recommend it. Or get yourself a nice hot pink Himalayan salt bath. It's a very powerful energetic cleanser. And of course, drink lots of water. Every time I say that, I need to take some of my tea. If you struggle to get water in, I highly recommend that you drink some tea. If you drink the same herbal tea bag all day long, you're not going to get too many herbs. I start off with one tea bag, and then when it gets close to the bottom, I refill it with hot water, and then I drink it. When it gets close to the bottom, I refill it with hot water again. And that way I'm only having the one tea bag, so I'm not getting too many of certain herbs, because certain herbs are not that great to have too many of. But like, there's everything in moderation, right? But I do find that when I'm working with clients in the Muscles, Macros, Mindset Rebirth program, which is a 12-week program to help you release the trauma associated with extra body weight, a lot of people tell me that they struggle with water, and I suggest tea. Tea is a great way to add a little bit of flavor without any calories and some beneficial herbs. So I've got an organic ginger turmeric in there, and it's delicious. I absolutely love it. We'll get one final message for you, Sagittarius, for the month ahead. And then we'll dive into the clarification cards in the extended reading here. What more does the Sagittarius Collective need to know for the month ahead, please? What more does Sagittarius need to know? Your intuition is bang on. You know what's going to happen here. You know what's going to work out, or you know that relationship's for you or not for you. You know it. So get out of your head and into your heart. You're getting auric field. Final message for you, auric field. So Sagittarius, you gotta lean into some energy hygiene here, okay? If you're not familiar with energy hygiene, if you've been here for a while, you know I talk about this all the time. Energy hygiene, 3 steps, okay? Step number 1, cleanse your energy. Cleanse your energy. There's lots of different ways to cleanse your energy. You can use herbs, you can burn some sage, you can burn some juniper, lavender, whatever resonates best with you. You can use some agua de Florida. I like to put Florida water in a little spray bottle and then just spray all the way around me. You can use bells, drums, rattles. You can visualize gold and life force energy coming down and washing away, or water washing away. Water is a great way to cleanse your energy as well. So getting a shower, getting a salt bath, cold water I talked about earlier. Ground your energy. How do you ground your energy? Easiest way, go outside. Go outside. If you can get outside, get outside. Oh, I almost sneezed there. I feel like I was about to release some energy for you. And that is a powerful energetic cleanser as well. You might find yourself yawning, coughing, sweating. All of these things are moving energy, right? Coughing, laughing, crying, all of these things move energy, but we're talking about grounding energy. So getting outside, putting your bare hands and earth, or bare hands and feet on the earth. I know depending where you live, it still might be cold. It still might be winter. The ground might be wet. I live in beautiful British Columbia, so it definitely feels like spring here, but it's still, chilly. You've got to wear a jacket outside. And it might not be super nice to walk around barefoot, but put your bare hands on the earth. Even just being outside, going for a walk by yourself can be really grounding. You can also visualize roots coming down out of your feet or your bum and making their way all the way through the different materials beneath you and the different layers of the earth, going deep into the earth. Or sometimes, you know what, I'll just close my eyes and put one hand on my heart, one hand on my solar plexus, and just slow down your breath. And that right there, it just brings us into our body. It just allows us to ground into our body. It calms the central nervous system. You can use different herbs, you can use different essential oils, different crystals. And then finally, the third step of energy hygiene is energy protection. And that one's very individual. Everyone's different. You might pray for protection. You might put up some sort of protective bubble or a shield, or again, work with different stones and crystals, whatever resonates best with you. But this is your final message. It says it's time to call in energy protection to shield, clear, and strengthen your aura. I do have an energy hygiene meditation here on the channel. Check that out. It might be very helpful for you. Let me know in the comments if this was resonating. Don't forget to check out the other placements in your chart, and I'll see you on the extended.